Hi, it's Sona from Joyful Healing, and I want to show you how to do your own Nasya at home. So, I want to tell you a couple of quick benefits about Nasya. Nasya is an amazing Ayurvedic routine. What it involves is putting oil, specific types of oil, in the nasal passages. It's got a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is that Nasya actually helps to clear out any congestion you might have in the nose or the throat or the chest area, and especially in the sinuses. Because the properties of the oil are pungent, what it does is when we put it in, it extracts all the mucus from the nasal passages and the nose and it releases it. So there are a few things we need to keep in mind when we're doing Nasya. The first thing is we have to make sure our oil is really nice and warm. So how we do it is I take a cup and some really hot, almost boiling water, and I create like a little water bath. And what I'll do is I'll sit my drops in it for a few minutes. So while I do this, I'll explain the process to you. So some of the benefits of Nasya are it removes congestion. It's really good for sinus issues. If someone has respiratory conditions, it's really good for that because it helps clear everything out. Nasya actually is really great for mental stress issues, things like insomnia, headache, people who get like neck and upper headaches, migraines. It's really great for those conditions as well. From an Ayurvedic perspective, Nasya helps to calm the Vata dosha down. And it's a really important daily routine that we should all be doing every day. Now, the only time you wouldn't do Nasya is you wouldn't want to do it just before or just after a shower. So you want to have at least an hour before you shower or after you shower. And you don't want to do Nasya and go out in the cold air. So just make sure you do it at a time when you're going to be at home for a little while. It's best to do it in the morning, but if you have to rush out in the morning to work or whatever it is, then you can actually also do it in the evening. But make sure you don't have any cold exposure after that. So I'm going to tell you the process and then I'll demo it. So after you've done the Nasya, you're going to release a lot of mucus depending on how much congestion you have. So the most important thing is not to swallow that mucus. So whatever comes out from your nose or your mouth, you need to spit it out, throw it out in the bin or sink or wherever it is, but please don't swallow it because that's actually the toxins and the ama and all of that coming out because the oil's extracting it out. So it's really important to discard all of that. And your nose can keep going for 10 to 20 minutes. When you start doing it initially, it'll take a little bit longer to settle, but as slowly your congestion and everything clears up, it doesn't take as long, but you can still keep producing phlegm for a little bit. It's a really great practice to do at springtime as well because that's when we get our allergies, sinus issues, hay fever, and all of those issues. So as you can see, the water, it's been sitting there for a few minutes. I'm going to give it a mix and leave it another minute. So the process of Nasya is actually I'm going to lay my head back and I'm going to close one nostril and I'm going to put a couple of drops in the other nostril. When I've put those drops, I'm going to do a really sharp inhale. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to draw the oil right into the nasal passages. And then very quickly, I'm going to swap and I'm going to close the other nostril, put oil in the first nostril and second nostril, and also inhale really sharply. Then I'm going to put the oil bottle down, give it some really sharp inhales. And then I'm going to massage myself. I'm going to show you the strokes now, but then I'm going to show you how I'm actually going to do it. So the stroke you want to massage with, and this is with really good firm pressure. You're going to use these fingers and you're going to go like this. And for like at least a minute or so. And quite nice firm pressure because what we're trying to do is to unblock all of these areas. You can also do this stroke and then you kind of follow your sinuses because you want to drain your sinuses out. And once that's done, you can go behind your ears like this. And there's this spot behind your ear and you want to make sure you sort of give it a little massage in there. It can be a little bit tender and you finish off just pressing your ears. Now, I'm just doing this sitting up like this, but we actually need to have our face tilted back the entire time. So I'm going to give you another demo in a sec. And I won't actually put the oil into my nose because I won't be able to speak after that. But basically, I want to have my head tilted really nice and back all the way. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to close one nostril and I'm going to drip 2 drops in here and then go a few sharp inhales, and I'm going to quickly swap this side, put drops in there and go like that. And then I'm definitely not coming up after I've put the oil in. I'm going to lean back, and then I'm going to do these strokes for like about a minute or so. If you can do it longer, that's better, but that's fine if you can just do it for a minute. And then I'm going to do this really nicely, give myself a really good massage. And you might start feeling some mucus starting to collect. You might feel the taste of the oil. You might feel that you need to release the mucus. Try and hold it for about a minute or so if you can. While you're doing the massage, keep collecting it in your mouth. And then once you're done, you want to spend a couple of minutes at least massaging. Then you can get up, go and spit it all out. This is the process of Nasya. It's really beneficial if you can actually steam, give yourself a little bit of steam inhalation just before Nasya. That the Nasya will become even more potent. So you can just put some hot water on a pot and just inhale the steam, or even if you can just open the lid of your kettle and inhale the steam, even if it's just for a minute or so, that'll really help improve the effect of the Nasya. So remember to throw out all of this mucus and gunk that comes out behind your throat and your mouth. All right, thank you so much, and let me know if you have any questions.